We've all been there in life, making big decisions in the dark, just hoping we don't stumble into a massive mistake that ruins our peace. But what if there was an ancient cheat code, a direct guide written thousands of years ago, that is actually more practical for our chaotic, screen-filled lives today than any modern self-help book? Today, we're diving into Proverbs chapter 4. This isn't just old poetry. It's an incredibly practical roadmap that has a direct impact on how we make decisions, protect our mental health, and find clear direction when life gets muddy. If you stay with me until the end of this video, you're going to walk away with a clear, step-by-step strategy to navigate your daily choices, learn how to protect yourself from major regrets, and discover the single most important thing you need to guard to keep your life from spiraling. Let's start with how this chapter opens. It's written as a father speaking to his son, passing down a legacy. Solomon, who wrote this, actually recalls what his own father, King David, taught him when he was just a young boy, still tender and an only child of his mother. David told him, "Wisdom is supreme. Therefore, get wisdom. Though it cost all you have, get understanding." Here's the impact. Wisdom isn't something that just happens to you as you get older. It's not automatic. If we want wisdom, we have to make a conscious decision to go after it. It is a daily, active process of choosing our direction, not a once-in-a-lifetime step. It's like deciding to get in shape. You don't just wake up fit. You have to actively pursue it every single day. Solomon learned early on that seeking God's wisdom was the most important choice he could make. Proverbs 4 paints a vivid picture of two very different paths we can walk down. First, there's the path of the righteous. The Bible says it's like the first gleam of dawn, shining ever brighter till the full light of day. Think about that, your life getting clearer, brighter, and more purposeful as you move forward. Then there's the other path, the way of the wicked. The verse says it is like deep darkness. They do not know what makes them stumble. The impact here is massive. We have to actively avoid that dark path, turn from it, and keep moving in the right direction. Sometimes, even friends can make us fall if we aren't careful. It's about being incredibly intentional with who and what we let influence our steps. The pattern, interrupt. Now, let's pause for a second, because here is a mind-blowing fact you might not know. Solomon, the guy writing down this advice, was once offered anything he wanted by God, literally a blank check. He could have asked for infinite money, global fame, or the defeat of all his enemies. But instead of asking for those things, he remembered his father David's advice and asked for a discerning heart. And guess what? Because he prioritized wisdom first, God gave him all those other things too. It's proof that when you focus on getting wisdom, the rest of your life aligns. It's like focusing on the root of a tree rather than just chasing the fruit. This brings us to what is probably the most famous verse in this entire chapter, and it is a total game changer for our daily lives. Proverbs 4:23 says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life." Think about a wellspring. If a city's water source gets poisoned, the whole city gets sick. Our hearts, our deepest desires, feelings, and loves dictate to a great extent how we live, because we always find time to do what we enjoy. In our modern world, we guard our phones with passwords, our houses with locks, and our bank accounts with facial recognition. But how often do we guard our hearts? What we let into our minds, what we focus on, and who we spend time with eventually shapes who we become. Protecting your heart is the ultimate form of self-care. Finally, The chapter wraps up with some incredibly practical physical instructions on how to live this out. It tells us to keep corrupt talk far from our lips, to let our eyes look straight ahead, and to fix our gaze directly before us. It says, "Make level paths for your feet. Do not swerve to the right or to the left. Keep your foot from evil." This is all about daily focus. If you're driving a car and you keep looking off to the left or right, you're going to drift. In the same way, we need to keep our focus straight ahead on what is good, honest, and pure. It's a complete strategy for effective living. It begins with appreciating who God is, requires moral choices, and shows up in our daily actions and devotions. So, here's the bottom line. Seeking wisdom isn't a one-time event or a phase you grow out of. It's a deliberate daily choice to guard your heart, watch your step, and keep your eyes fixed straight ahead. I want to hear from you. What is one area of your life where you need to guard your heart or realign your focus this week? Let me know in the comments below. If this video gave you some value, do me a quick favor, hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive, and share this with a friend who might need some encouragement today. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next video.